Hi, my name's Sultan, and I'm 26 years old from Edmonton. So I was born in Afghanistan, and we had to leave due to some dangerous situations. The Taliban was taking control of the area, and so when I was about 3 years old, we left and we went over to Iran. So when we finally got to Iran, it was pretty exciting. It was a fresh start. We had to leave everything that we owned behind, so it was just a clean slate. And the goal for us was, because we were refugees, we got accepted as refugees, was to get into Canada if we could. So we sent out applications, and we actually had to do that for the next 6 years until we finally got accepted when I was about 9 years old. So that was exciting because it was like hitting the lottery, and it was a big thing for all of us. And again, a fresh start, but in the land of opportunity. So when we first got to Canada, it was different. I honestly remember the air being different. Just breathing in the air, it felt like a whole new world for me. Yeah, our family was starting to settle in, but there were definitely some issues that came up, some problems for us. When we came in, my parents, they were busy learning their own schooling and English, while we were busy going to school learning at the same time. So it was interesting for a while there. I got some help with my ABCs from my parents, which was great. But afterwards, with everything else, it was kind of it was difficult because I had to do it pretty much by myself and get help from my teachers if I could. We were a low-income family, which kind of made it difficult to join any school events, any school teams for me growing up. I remember I had to work in high school to be able to pay for my basketball team, and it was something that was following me along. There was a culture shock, so my family didn't know exactly how to adjust. I think my dad probably got the worst of it, but we had some struggles at home. He still tried to maintain control like he used to, and it did result in an abusive home environment. So over time, he ended up actually leaving us behind, and so we had to kind of figure out how we could continue without his support financially or I guess emotionally. And I decided I can't give up, right? I have too many people that I want to help, my own family being the first. So I decided to take one at a time, one step at a time, and slowly get through them and just develop an attitude of can do. I had to study harder and do a lot more research than the average student, because I had to catch up basically, and that was an ongoing theme throughout high school and university. So after 4.5 years of working super hard throughout university, I finally graduated, and I was excited to get out there and get a job as an engineer. I couldn't have done everything that I've done by myself, all alone. I always had somebody in the back of my mind, somebody close to me that was pushing me forward, and that being sometimes family, friends, and I had the support from my community. And Hope City from Millwoods area was one of the biggest keys in my success, because I found the right environment when I went there to get stability that I needed and was missing at home sometimes. So sometimes I'd go there and we played lots of basketball, we had lots of events, and there was always a nice warm meal, so it was great. Made a lot of connections, and these were the reasons why I had developed basically the attitude that I had of being able to resolve and be resilient through obstacles and struggles. So I ended up volunteering some of my time and towards one of the youth organizations that Andrew was developing at the time. And so it was really rewarding to come back from the other side and to kind of become a role model for other youth who are in issues that I used to be in. I'm excited for Youth Rise because growing up, the environment that Youth Rise can develop for youth like me, it's huge. It has a huge impact in who we become and developing leaders. So I'm just excited in the futures that these kids are going to have coming out with the role models that volunteer and help out. It's just a huge part of the community, and I'm excited for the community that we're going to have in the future as well from it. When youth rise, we all rise.